Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Kryptocraft with your host, Nighthawk. This is Monday night, immediately following Easter. I hope you all had a wonderful Easter weekend and had a great time with family and things like that. Right now, we are in the bee genetic lab, and I've done some redecorating. So I've decided that this is kind of a genetic lab, kind of all sciencey sort of thing, so it seemed appropriate that it would be very white, clinical area. I may still do something else with the floor to add to that effect, but for the time being, we have a nice white room. I still need to do a little bit more with the top row here, and doing a little bit of work behind there. I'm thinking about adding another inoculator above here just to help speed up the process here. Right now, I am working on getting rusty bees, which will provide us with lots of iron. So we've got, right now I have hardy bees and tolerant bees, which I'm working on breeding together. Those bred together will give me resilient bees, and then we breed the resilient bees with a diligent to get ourselves some rusty bees, and from there we can also make those into bees that will make steel and some other items as well. So making progress here, and I'd also just finished what I thought was recording this episode and went to move the files, the recorded files around into my processing directories, and I found they weren't there. Apparently DXtree decided to change its output settings on me without, any reason whatsoever. I do change the settings when I'm streaming, because I don't necessarily need a local copy of or a file copy of everything when I'm streaming, but it decided to turn off the actual write file on me when it wasn't supposed to, and so yeah, I did a whole bunch of stuff that I thought was on camera, but was not after all, including, this room. So we're gonna go take a look at one. Actually, no, hang on one second. This bee this particular injection is just about done. Let's see if it finishes it up like it should. Good. So now we need to turn our princess back into a purebred tolerant. Apparently the breeding, at least from what I'm seeing, the breeding works better when it's all purebred to purebred. So what I thought I had done on camera, or partially on camera anyway, is, ta-da! I stripped out all of the previous build that I wasn't really liking. It wasn't going anywhere that I felt happy with, and based on designs that Lynchy Inc. has been doing and Generic Bee and BOO have been using for their area on the Minecraft Feed the Beast server. This is not copying, but it's inspired by. I've started working on a new house here. I still got some stuff that I'm working on, and some pieces that I'm not entirely happy with quite yet. Get up there. Can't climb up a little ledge. Like, this is going to change the way this goes around a little bit, but overall, I like how this is setting up a lot better than I did before. It's a little bit smaller on the first floor than the previous design was, and overall I think it flows a little bit better. It has a nicer feel to it. Still working on the entryway here as well, but yeah, it has a much nicer feel to it overall, I think. It's a nice open floor plan. Haven't actually put anything in here yet, and the next floor I'm planning on making a little bit bigger. But before we can actually do that, let's go over here. Who growled? Where are you at? I hear someone growling. I hear skeletons. Where are they at? It's getting louder over here. Are they in the tunnel? They wouldn't be in the tunnel, would they? The tunnel should be light enough for them not to be ever be in there. Oh, I didn't realize I closed that off entirely. Nope, I don't know where they are. Weird. Weird noises. I should send a turtle to finish taking down that tree. It looks weird that way. Been doing a little bit of work getting more charcoal into no, that was the wrong tool. I'm sure you guys will tell me that I used the wrong tool. Been doing a little bit more work on this to try and get a little bit more automation going here. Still working on it. I actually have a pretty good idea how best to do it, although I suppose it may not matter if we do upgrade to the Ultimate Pack, because there's some really cool ways we can do this. If we do go... Oh, yeah. So, I was talking about this on what I thought I had recorded, but didn't actually record. So, Etho was talking on one of his latest Feed the Beast episodes that the Minecraft crew is talking about taking the Red Power mod off of their mod pack, which is right now we use the Minecraft pack of Feed the Beast here, and we actually use Red Power quite a bit here. Like that windmill up there is Red Power. There's all of the microblocks that Fwip uses, that I'm starting to use some of, are all Minecraft, are all Red Power rather. So if we were to take Red Power out, it would really cause a lot of a problem. So if the Minecraft pack does take Red Power out, then we would almost certainly be changing mod packs to something else. Most likely to the Ultimate Pack, which is mostly the same mods. It has a bunch of additional things. If you watch my Technomancer series, you will see how much I love the Applied Energistics mod that's a part of it. And the Applied Energistics mod would make this particular automation just ridiculously easy. So that may happen. Not sure. I'll be talking to the other Kryptocraft members and see what they think. We wouldn't lose, or we shouldn't lose anything that we already have, but it may... it will cause there to be some weird terrain issues in places. Oh, I don't know if I've shown this on any videos, but I figured out how to make the make our fireworks launcher work. So we're gonna do 11135 is a good number. Yay, fireworks! So I'm planning on setting up a nice program that will do some cool things with the fireworks. That is quite the chunk error that we ended up with going there. Oh, well, we'll just stay away from that. Oh, we can't just have one firework. Yay! So I've got creeper heads in here, a little bit of dyes. I'm planning on setting up a bunch of them to do some really cool things, but as is the case with many things, it just takes a bit of time to put those together. Why is that tree floating? Apparently we are going to get all birch. That's not what I want. I don't want all birch. Some birch is good, but not all. We don't want it all to be the same kind of wood. And let's take a stack of this and put it in the furnace. And we'll take this and stick it in the buffer. Or in the loader. So right now I just have this item loader set to keep 90 charcoal in the cart. Obviously we don't have that much charcoal in there, so it doesn't actually do that. Once we add some automation, then it can actually start doing that more effectively. Hopefully it has enough fuel to get there. We'll watch it for a moment. Oh, there it goes. Recharged a bit. So, that's doing okay. Somehow my farming cart over here disappeared, and I don't know where it went, or how it would have disappeared. Because there's no signs of, like, creeper damage or anything like that, so... And they don't despawn. So either somebody went and stole it, or something. I don't know what. Might have to invest in some other ways of doing that. So let's go and get this other bee. It should be done getting inoculated by now. Yeah, there we are. One thing I will say with the bee breeding is if you are breeding with bees that have the maximum fertility, you will have way more drones than you could ever find a use for. Like, we've got 31 drones in there, we've got a stack of drones here. So basically you will never really run out of drones. And we've got so much bee DNA in here. Well, we've got 500,000 liquid DNA from all those bees. If we go take a look at our production line here, one of the things I thought I would have been talking about is some plans for production. Whoa! Ow. Production-wise here, I think what I want to do is create a bunch of tunnels inside of this hillside here and down into lower levels. Maybe down into... maybe even down close to bedrock. What do you think you're doing? Interrupting me like that? Go swim. But yeah, I think I want to go, and I think I want to have some bunch of tunnels throughout this hillside and underneath the existing base area, the existing workshop, just basically all over the place, and have different areas, different sections of it that are dedicated to different types of outputs. Like it'll have like an oily output area or oily area and a fiery area for the nether bees, and different areas all over the place. Might have a few different spots that are all linked together, and basically there'd be a bunch of tubing all around, a bunch of Buildcraft pipes, similar setup to this, but probably with all aliveries. The ultimate idea here is the big plan. So and basically they would all hook together and pump their output through an item tesseract. Where? What are you doing? What you thinking, making all that noise? Just dying to get on video. And another one. What's with you guys? Haha, you stuck. Oh, nope, you're not so stuck. But yeah, that's kind of gonna be what I have in mind there. Probably won't do it with the aviaries, but we'll build out with all the alivaries once we actually get more alivary pieces. Right now we have 11 of them, and then I'll probably use this area around right in here and around the back corner here. I'll probably set up a bunch of alivaries around here that we'll use for our genetic work. You'll also notice that even though we redecorated the inside of our bee lab, it all looks fairly natural on the outside, and that's because it's all done with microblocks. So kind of just made it blend in a little bit more. Seemed to make sense. So this is right, yeah, there's hillside is right there, so you can't even tell that it's there, which I think is pretty cool. So that's that part. We have our bee is working. Let's go check on them. See if we've made any headway on our breeding attempts. Oh, wow. That's taking forever. They always seem to take forever when you are impatiently waiting for them. So let's see, what can we work on here? We need to work on expanding expanding our house a bit. Oops. So let's go in here. Let's grab a bunch more wood. I don't really want to go any higher with the cobblestone. And I think this is going to work. Something like this. Maybe we'll have this first, put this extension out on this side, just be wood, and only come out a couple of blocks. Do we have more stairs? We have spruce stairs, that could work. No, that's definitely not how we want that. Of course, I don't have an axe, which makes this really slow to break those. That could work. Little supports there. And I think this is going to be just like a little balcony. Maybe we'll have... Is the fences out here? No, I think the fences are inside. And maybe... Do we have any other stairs? No. Let's make some oak stairs. There we go. That is not the way I wanted that to go. And that's not even oak to begin with. Okay, we want this to be that way. Not like that. That works. Okay, why did you not... Why did you do that? Whoops. There we go. And... Sorry if I make anybody seasick, the whole building in the air part is a little difficult for me to do. Maybe if we at some point get real flying, that would be easier. Now the point of that was to give a place to put some fences up. go. So this will be a little balcony that we can come out here and look over, see the logo in the distance. And I think we're going to... I don't want to continue upwards with the same materials here. I also don't want it to be all the same size. So what we might want to do is... we may want to go around and use these to act as a transition to some other material. Nope. I know that's not the right tool. It worked. But yeah, something like this to act as a transition. Although I guess it needs to be down one more block to work right, which might look weird here. Basically, I want to provide something that cuts off the existing walls, whoops, and makes it look, makes some sort of sense for the transition. So I might have to play with a little bit. I think we're going to be done with this part for the time being. I should be putting stuff inside instead of right there, but oh well. Let's go over... let's do something a little bit different that we haven't done in a while. Let us, while we're stopping, or while we're going by here, let's reload that. Put another stack of wood in to cook. And let's go make a couple of tools and go out to the Ender Farm and enchant a couple of things. So we want an axe, we want a shovel we're going to try to do. I don't have really have the diamonds to repair these. The Vorpal is not great, so we'll make another sword, we'll make a pick and a shovel. Or not a pick, an axe and a shovel. And I wonder if you can enchant the hand saws. Let's see if we have enough materials right here to get a handsaw and try enchanting. We do. Oh wait, no. Ha! There we go. Oops, not that. Here we are. 3 of those. 2 of those. 2 of these. Make an axe, a shovel, and a sword. So I'm going to head out to the Ender Farm, and actually, we're going to do one more thing on the way to the Ender Farm, because it really is on the way, that I don't think I've shown yet. I need to actually make another chunk loader for this to be particularly effective. Oh my, was that ever loud? Let me check something here real quick. Yeah, that's supposed to be down there. So if we go out this way, if we were to take a left here, we would get to the stronghold and go to the end. If we continue out here, ta-da! This is my nether bee breeding area. Ooh, I got a simmering comb. Right now I only have one queen running, and that's mostly because had finished working on one queen. You'll notice that I can stand all in this area, and queen isn't bothering me at all. Normally, any of the ender bees are very, very hostile, and they just beat you up like crazy, but I fixed that bee. I took away its effect, I made it nocturnal, I made it like caves, so it works very nicely here. So, that's kind of what I've got going there. I'll put an aloe vera in there eventually as well, but we'll get into that later. I'm going to go over to the ender farm, and I'll see you guys over there in a moment. Okay, we are ready for our first enchant. Apparently we can't enchant the sapphire or the handsaws, which is not surprising, but unfortunate. Let's scroll through until we see one that looks interesting, even though we can't tell what they actually are. We'll try this one. Efficiency 4, Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3. That's actually a pretty good axe now. I'm happy with that one. I'm going to go and probably idle here for a bit and let the farm refill. And be back with you in just a moment when we're ready to enchant the next one. Level 30 again. Let's see what we get on a shovel. And let's go for... I really like having 2 lines. That seems good to me. Efficiency 3. I've seen much, much better. Okay, well, I'm gonna go level one more time up to level 30, and we'll do the sword and be done for this episode. Be back in a sec. And last but not least, let's enchant this green sword and see what we can come up with. Let's again go for 2 lines. That one looks interesting. Disjunction 3, looting 3. Okay. Smack! Wow, look at all those ender pearls. Smack! Not entirely useful on its own, but I suppose if we add some other enchants to it later on, it could be more interesting. But I think that's going to have to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, we still have a bunch more work to do out here if we end up keeping this farm. I don't think anybody really uses it much anymore. I haven't been out here in quite a while. I am kind of thinking about moving the Enderman spawner, the shard-based one that we have, to the top of it and building around it to make it so that we can actually have a spawner really amplify the number of Endermen that go into it. Be a little bit tricky to set up so that they would either get pushed into the fall or something, so that they wouldn't just get stuck, but it would be pretty cool to have something that would use the spawner to amplify their rates. Because right now it's only 2 layers of spawning area, so it's not a really big farm right now, but it tends to be it does okay, but it's not very fast. We'll put it that way. Skip that. But yeah, so there are some things that can certainly improve on it that will be, I think I may take a look at. In any case, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.